Loneliness is of concern to me, I think, because in my day job I work with the Voluntary Action Fund, and over the last 4 years I've worked on a fund in Glasgow City which has been predominantly working with older people and carers. So from that point of view, loneliness is one of the issues that has come up quite a lot. And then in the last year, the government approached us to manage this new fund, specifically on social isolation and loneliness. So it linked quite well. And it's become obvious through the types of inquiries and applications we've had, which were absolutely overwhelming, that it's a huge issue in Scotland and a growing issue, and that it's so much wider than older people. And it touches on so many parts of society. I mean, I would say probably throughout the programmes which VAF manages, it's something that they touch on. So I'm not sure that it's specific to one group of people. For example, our biggest programmes are for violence against women and girls. So within that we have children-specific funds, we have women-specific funds, and a whole range. And certainly women who've been abused, loneliness and being isolated from family, friends, support networks is one of the things the organisations we support work around. But also in our volunteering programme, which is what VAF originally were set up to do way back in the 80s, traditionally volunteering is a way of getting people involved in community activity. So I think there's a huge area around volunteering as well. As a result of today, I guess, people have spoken quite a lot about needing funding for things, and that is a part of the picture. It needs to be resourced, it needs to be tackled, and it needs to be done in a preventative way so that we don't get the acute problems that come from people being lonely, and a lot of the experts today have spoken about that very eloquently, and there's so much research to back it up that I think I would like to see it being properly resourced, but also there being a proper strategy in place, and it not just being about throwing money at the problem, but it being done in a joined up way. And I think certainly a lot of the people here today could get together and get involved in moving things forward in that way, and hopefully for it to be more a bottom-up movement, because I don't think it is just about policy and government strategy. I think it's about the answers being in communities, and that's what we need to explore.